Hey everyone, welcome back to another week of Weekly Pickups of your host, Polish Gaming. First one on the list here is from Trade Me. We got Ace Combat Assault Horizon Legacy Plus. Now, this one is $16.50, and on the dealer meter this week, it sits at a 4 out of 5 because it sits at $58.64. I believe the American version sits over $100. I believe this version may do it. Price charting you look online, price charting can kind of be a little bit off, like I say, due to PAL, NTSC, and everything like that. But this one looks like it goes for quite a bit, pretty penny. So happy to get that one off the list there. Next one here is GoldenEye 007. Now, this one here was $1.50. So we'll go for a 4 out of 5 on the dealer meter this week because it sits at $24.65. Anything close to $1, you're nearly getting a 5 out of 5 or a 4 out of 5 guaranteed. Well, this one, it is pretty much GoldenEye from the N64, just in a trashier way. Remember, the 3DS only has one analog stick, so it doesn't play very well. I'm not a big fan. I tried to play it and I just couldn't even get the handle on it. It was very odd. Now, next one here is from an NZ Retro member here, Ligon Chase, and he had a few on Trade Me, so I purchased them. Got Blue Dragon Plus. Now, this one here was $42, and it sits at a dealer meter of 4 out of 5 because it sits at $79.64. Pretty sure with this one, the reason why it's gone up a little bit recently, Blue Dragon, is due to the fact that Akira Toriyama has passed away. He's the person that brings us Dragon Ball, Tobal number 1, Blue Dragon, Dragon Quest. You've got quite a few other games. I believe there's another couple of games in there that are like it. I almost feel like almost Brave Fencer would be like it because of the hair. Just basically you can kind of see when they get the hair like that, it's done by Akira Toriyama. He has a very specific style with his hair. So glad to get that one. I got Blue Dragon on the 360, and now I got Blue Dragon on the DS. Also from Ligon Chase here, this has been one that I've been after for a while. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Echoes of Time. This one I got for $12, and it sits at a 3.5 out of 5 because it sits at $34.54. Now, this one, the reason why it's taken me so long to get is because I didn't actually understand. I thought I had got all the Wii titles. I thought I'd got this because I was like, I've already got a Wii, but then I actually managed to know. I found out that this actually comes out on the yes. So yeah, and I've actually just looked at this. I'm gonna have to upgrade that because I go for an Oz PAL New Zealand rating. So Oz New Zealand / PAL rating. So that's a piggy. That's gonna have to change. Here is one more that I need on the Wii, which is Chocobo Fables, which I've only just found out about recently. But absolutely stoked to finish my DS and 3DS line. That's all done. Stoked. Now, next one here is from Highly Suspect on Trade Me here. Now, first one is Harvest Moon Tree of Tranquility. That's one I got for $8, and it goes through a 3 out of 5 on the dealer meter this week because it sits at $29.39. Not a bad little one. Harvest Moon tends to kind of keep their value. We've actually got another Harvest Moon game here, I'm pretty sure. Yep, Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. Turns out that one's actually going up there in price as well. I'd like Harvest Moon on PS1, though. That's a bit of a gem. Next one here is World of Zoo. Now, this one I got for $2, and it sits at a 3 out of 5 on a dealer meter because it sits at $14.07. Nothing too major about this one. Just looks like a kind of sim management game for the zoo. Now, this one here is also from Highly Suspect, and it is an upgrade. Tatsunoko versus Capcom Ultimate All-Stars. Now, this one I got for $28.75. It sits at a 4 out of 5 on a dealer meter because it sits at $64.21. Now, the reason why I need an upgrade, I'll show you here. Do I have it right here? That's the reason. That yellow stuff is on the inlay. When EB Games decides to put that yellow stuff, it stains onto it. Sometimes they come off normally, but it's stained. So every one of the games that I've got that look like that on the spine, I'm upgrading over time, and it's got a rip-on logo. So this one is absolutely pretty minty. This one will go up on Trade Me, and I'll let people know on that one that I'll just show the pictures of it, that it's got basically the color in the background there. Hopefully I'll be able to get that for a pretty penny, a lot more cheaper, a lot more dearer than I've got this one for, because this one, I think I purchased this for $20 off David White years ago, and now that I purchased this one, I kind of want to make the money back that I spent on both of them. So I think I'll be able to make over 40 for that one, so over 40 or 50. But yeah, pretty cool game. Pretty cool. Tatsunoko is a Japanese anime that I've never heard of, but it's basically all of these guys, all in helmets and stuff like that. So it's an interesting kind of versus game. So cool to get it off the list, even though I did have it, but I didn't really count it because it was pretty faded. Now, next one here is for an Xbox One game, Back to the Future, the game. Now, this one here I got for $36.01, and it goes for dealer meter. It goes 3 out of 5 due to the fact that it sits at $52.81. This is actually the cheaper of the two. The Xbox 360 variant or the PS3 variant is a lot more dearer than the PS4, Xbox One variant. This one I've just grabbed it because it was relatively cheap and I thought I'd see it, and kind of wanting to build up my Xbox One collection a little bit more. Now, the next one here is One Piece Romance Dawn. Now, this I got for $39 and sits at a 3 out of 5 on a dealer meter because it sits at 57.84. I see a One Piece game, I try to go for it. There was one Romance Saga. I think it's a pirate one, which is on Wii. It just was on Trade Me for $1 reserve. It only goes to around about, I think it was $29 on price charting, so I didn't really want to go over that. So I had it listed and it ended up going for $64. So I was like, no thanks. No thanks. I'll wait. Yeah, so basically I'll just wait for that one. And yeah, I'm happy to get that one. So stoked, One Piece Romance Dawn. Get the feeling this kind of stuff is going to be like Dragon Ball. Eventually it's just going to hype up and just go crazy. What's his name? Ichiro Oda. That's his name, mate. That's the one I created. Yeah. Ichiro Oda in Toei Animation. But yeah, pretty stoked to get that one. Next one here is another 3DS game, Sonic Boom, Fire and Ice. Now, this one I paid $27 for. It sits at a 2.5 out of 5. Close to it, but it only goes for $31.67. Didn't know about this game. I'm trying to go for every single Sonic game there is. I'm pretty sure I've got one more on the Wii. Pretty sure I got a couple more on the Mega Drive. I've got all the Master System ones, got all the Dreamcast, got all the Saturn. Got all, I'm pretty sure I've got all the Mario Olympic stuff. But yeah, I didn't even know this was a thing. I think there's Fire and Ice and there's another version as well. But this looks pretty cool. I had a jam of it. It's pretty fun how the bosses actually go across dual screens and you have to fight them. But there's parts of it that don't go 3D, which, what's the point of having a 3DS game if it doesn't go 3D, right? So, bit weird. Now, next one here is from Ed Warrington from NZ Retro. Well, I believe he may not be part of NZ Retro anymore. But yeah. Unfortunately with that one, but I did get off Trade Me. So this one I got Dynasty Warriors 6 Empires. That one I got for $10, and it goes on a 3 out of 5 on a dealer meter because it sits at $18.91. This would probably be most likely the hardest out of the Dynasty Warriors to get, I feel. It just doesn't come up, and when it does come up, it's always 6, not Empires. But this completes my entire collection of Dynasty Warriors. I do have 2 Samurai Warriors 1 and Samurai Warriors 2 that are experimental, which I'll be, not experimental, they just got the yellow sticker on the side of it there. So I will be upgrading those. But other than that, everything is complete from the Dynasty Warriors set and Samurai Warriors and the Warriors Orochi. So that's pretty cool to get. Now, next one here is for my mate's kid Nicolette here. This one is LOL Surprise Remix, We Rule the World. Now, this one here, I only bought it because she really wanted money and she doesn't play this game. And this game is just utter garbage. So basically, $20 I paid for it. It sits at a 2 out of 5 on the dealer meter because it sits at $17.52. Hey, she got $20. I got a game out of it. I'm fine with it. So thank you, Nicolette. Thank you for that one. Now, next one is from Vinny. These next 3 are from Vinny. They're Switch titles. Now, this one I won't count because of the fact that it is basically just a download code only. He used a download code only on his Switch, so he owns that game technically on his Switch. With these ones, it's pretty dumb because you don't even get a card or anything. Not entirely sure if the download code he's lost, but if he can find that, it'd be cool. But I just basically got a case. So we're not putting this one up on there because it doesn't even actually have a price tag behind it due to the fact that it's download code. Yeah. Now, the next one here is Pokken Tournament DX. Now, this one here has been on my radar for a little while. I got that for $50 and it sits at a 3 out of 5 on the dealer meter because it sits at $59.93. I still need quite a few Switch titles. I'm not really that fast on getting too many Switch titles for Pokemon because of the fact that I'm trying to get all the old stuff before I get the new stuff because this will be here for a while. The older stuff is just going to rise up in price. So happy to get this one, Pokken Tournament. I have this on Wii U and now I have this on Switch. So cool to get both of them. Now, next one here is a bit of a gem. It's Attack on Titan 2. Now, this one here I got for $50, and it sits at a 4 out of 5 on the dealer meter because it sits at 96.87. Almost could put this at a 5 out of 5. Reason for this one is because it's a Peggy logo. It is all in English. It's all in Japanese with English subtitles. My mate liked the game, but didn't really play it too much. I don't actually know if I said name, but this is all from Vinny. Now this one, yeah, it's a bit interesting because of the fact that it's Koei Tecmo game and it's really kind of almost like a Play Asia-ish game. I can't say I've ever seen this on the shelves. So cool to get this one, and it's a little bit more of an obscure title for the Switch. Next one here comes my Grail, my holy grail for the week. I've been after this game for a absolute long time. Don't want to pay the price tag that basically came up on Trade Me for $1,056. That's just ludicrous. I can't believe it even went that high. But I've seen it go 500, 600, 700, and I managed to pick this up for 500. So this is an absolute gem. Cue the music. Pokemon Blue. Now, this one I am stoked with. Absolutely stoked with. I've been on the hunt for this one for ages. I've got red, I've got yellow. I've pretty much got all the main lines from the original Game Boy. I just needed this one. This one I purchased for $500, and I managed to get it on. It came up on Pokemon, the Pokemon page group on Facebook, Pokemon TCG, I think it's called, New Zealand. And he put up for a second, but because he didn't put up his name, it came up and went within seconds. But I managed to get a hold of the guy and said, hey, what do you take? And he said, offers. I said, I'm not very good with offers. You know, those ones. Anyone that says offers, they know what they want. They know the ballpark. At least put it in that area. But yeah, he said, hey, look, I'm looking for about 500. I said, would you take 500? I'll come today. Bang, went and picked it up straight away. So now this one sits at a 5 out of 5. The reason why is because it's 600 on the dealer meter. It's 5 out of 5 because it sits at $625.67. I would rate it higher than that because I have seen it go as high as $1,056. That was one of them. This is pretty minty fresh. Everything about this is very, very clean. Down to the manuals being very clean. The only one is just a little bit of push damage there. Nothing actually creased, just more pushed in a little bit. But I could probably actually put my hands in there and almost get that a little bit hotter and kind of bow it out. But I won't even try that because it's just great. It comes in its own protector. Everything, like I say, is absolutely mint. I'm stoked to get that. Didn't want to pay the $1,000 price tag. So that's me. That is just an absolute score to get. And I'm happy that I finally got this one out of the way. But that's me for the week. We'll be doing Game Score Weekly, of course. Pokemon packs. I'm still trying to find booster boxes. Come on, WP Games. Hit me up, George. Hit me up. I need that booster box. I need it in my life. I'm over these individual packs. I don't want to buy any more individual packs because it just seems like a waste of time. Like they say, you know, they get a 36 and you're buying individual packs. You get that 36 booster box and that Pikachu is in there. You get it, and all of a sudden they split them up, say for EB Games, and you just buy basically all the rubbish, and someone else comes and buys that one pack magic, you know, like, annoying. But other than that, it's it's fun, it's enjoyable. It's still it's almost like gambling, right? Pretty much. It's almost like you need help if you go too hard into it. But hey, it's all fun and games, right? It's all fun and games. But still happy with the stoked, happy with my weekly pickups this week. Absolutely stoked with that Pokemon Blue. But follow me for some more. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you get notified on all my videos that come out straight away. And with that, that's me. And I hope you guys have a good day. And I'll see you later.